another bite of that hot dog there. That's what baseball's all about, right?
Hi, honey, how we doing?
This is Caden.
Hi, you gonna enjoy the game today? What do you got today to eat? Hot dog? There it is. Who's gonna win the game today? You? Your team?
We're not playing today.
You're not playing today?
The Cubs are going to win.
Right. That's a great uniform that you got on there. Don't get any grass stains on it, all right?
Yeah, that don't know.
Okay.
What's up, guys?
I cut you. I banged you. I know, but I cut him. No.
I can't really either. It just kind of comes out good. What's up, guys?
If you get a video, you can go on fire.
At the center. There you go. This guy's not sure. You guys?
We're on TV. It's live. Hi, TV.
Hey, guys.
My name is Jeff. My name is Beast.
What's up, Angels? What's going on?
What's going on? Ryan. You're not going to be on TV, right? That's TV. What are you doing? It's not live.
What's up, guys?
Hey, we're on TV.
Not yet. You will be. You can also get on 191.
We're gonna get a YouTube like the props.
What?
Coach, heads up. Down. All right, down. Oh!
I didn't do it.
All right, coach says down.
So funny. What? I love TV.
What's up? All friends?
Yeah, the Crocs. I can
All right. All right.
Some more this way. Some more this way. You get a little light on your faces. There you go. Yeah, a little something on your faces. There you go. Some cheese. There you go. You ever see it?
Yeah, okay, I want to say thank you for doing the honors for the Davis family. Arthur Davis was fantastic as a coach. So wasn't his wife Doris. And they were there for 20 years. Put up with everybody's grief and what have you. I would like to say thank you on behalf of the Davis family. And his two brothers in here. He's got his niece, his granddaughter Amy, granddaughter Ann, his daughter Kristen, and Jerry Arthur. And the brother. Jump in the video.
Yep.
And Arthur's son, Arthur. Little Arthur.
The first pitch.
Okay. So
That's
thank
all
you very
first
much.
pitch.
Thank you guys. Thank you. And good luck. Mom and Dad would love Play ball. Play ball.
Thank you for all the volunteers in Arthur Little League and all the other volunteers throughout the country.
Okay. Take me up to the ball game. Take me up to the field. Buy me some practice.
You guys let me know when you want to cut it.
Get back because it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. Because it's 1, 2, 3 straight you're out at the old ball game.
I will start by introducing myself. My name is Brendan Ryan. I am the current president of Oxford Little League. I welcome everybody to opening day here at Stanley Johnson Memorial Field. I have many thank yous to pass out today because I'm not sure folks realize exactly how much time goes into getting the fields ready, this event ready, and everything throughout the year. So we have many volunteers to thank here today. First of all, for those that may not remember, I've taken over for Tim St. Germain, who's been the previous president for the past 6 years. Tim and his family, he's played here, his father's played here, he's coached here for probably 20, 30, 40 years. family's been involved in the league. Tim finally stepped down, but he is still a board member. Unable to be here today, he's traveling for work. Tim took over the reins from Steve Horgan back in 2011. And it's families like the St. Germains and the Horgans that continue to give back here to Oxford Little League year after year, and we continue to run a very successful program here from Oxford. Debbie Horgan, Fran and Gert out there in center field. They continue to run the 4-year-old T-ball program here on Saturday mornings right here in this field. This is the 10-year anniversary of the 4-year-old T-ball program. The Horgans not only donate their time and attention to the youngsters in this program, but they've also installed new foul poles down at the Horgan Field at Greenbrier, new fencing, a sprinkler system, a scoreboard, and countless other upgrades to the Stephen Horgan Field at Greenbrier. The Horgans, along with Greg Ray, also run an annual golf tournament every September, in which all proceeds go to the Oxford Little League Baseball, along with a scholarship fund for graduating member of the Oxford Little League program. Volunteers like these families, along with our board members, are the entire reason your child is able to play baseball here in Oxford. My children are now 18, 16, and 15 years old, and I have a great appreciation of what it takes to operate this league firsthand. I urge everyone who's able to hear me speak today, come out and volunteer your time and energy. Someone did it a long time before my kids came into this league, and I'll do it a long time after my kids leave this league. If you see a coach, a manager, anybody here, they need your help raking the field, emptying the trash, playing catch with one of the kids that's struggling. Anything you can do to help out here would be much appreciated. We'd like to make sure everybody that here has a great day here on opening day, and we want to make sure your child will spread the love of baseball for generations to come. I'd also like to thank the board members in particular here too. I'll ask everyone to tip their hats out in the field, or if you're there in concession stand, you may not be able to see them. But please take your time and thank them throughout the day as you see these folks today. Travis McDonald, Vice President and Information Officer. Debbie Horgan is the Treasurer and the 4-year-old T-ball Coordinator. John Santora is the Secretary. Katie Santora is the Player Agent. Greg Ray, who is standing behind the grill in there, the Junior Senior League Coordinator and Assistant Treasurer. Phil Davis, the Major League Coordinator. Todd Magnuson, the AAA Coordinator. Corey Burke, the Minor League Coordinator. Terrence Fahey is the T-ball Coordinator. Jerry Hosley, Security Officer and Assistant Fields and Grounds Manager. Kevin Mercier is the Concession Manager. Jeff Jablonski, Assistant Concession Manager. Rich Marr is the Safety Officer. Tim St. Germain is the fundraising coordinator. Sean McDonald, the fields and grounds manager. Dave Keeler, the purchasing agent, equipment manager. Tim Hamlin is the assistant equipment manager. And these last three members are members at large. Pete Brindisi, Chris Dada, and Deb McDonald, who's also in the snack shack behind us. I can't stress enough the amount of work that these guys put in all year. It's not just today, not just this past weekend or other weekends. It's throughout the year that make these events possible. At this time, can I have, we'd like to do the Little League Pledge. And I actually need somebody with a rule book because I forgot mine. I'm going to need Maureen Remington and Evan Remington here.
I will always do my best. I will teach all children to play fair and do their best. I will positively support all managers, coaches, and players. I will respect all decisions of the umpires, and I will praise a good effort despite the outcome of the game.
Okay, and one of our last things we're going to do here is a first pitch ceremony.
Good afternoon. My name is Phil. This year, the Oxford Little League has lost 3 of its honorary board members: Fran McGraw, Doris Davis, and Arthur Davis. Between these 3 members, they have served the Oxford Little League for over 60 years. 60 years. During their time with the Oxford Little League, they have held every position on the board as members. Our field that the minors and the AAAs play at is dedicated to Fran McGraw. This year, I had lost my Aunt Dottie. My Aunt Dottie loved baseball. This was evident with her dedication to the Oxford Little League and the boys and girls that she coached throughout her 20 years of service. After the passing of my Aunt Dottie, the Oxford Little League board voted unanimously to have my Uncle Arthur throw out the first pitch for this year's ceremony. Unfortunately, my Uncle Arthur never got to hear these words from me. He passed away 2 weeks after the meeting. This year, their son, Arthur Jr., is going to throw out the first pitch in honor of his mom and dad. Arthur Jr. will be throwing out this pitch to Ricky Hall, who will be catching the pitch. Rick Hall was also born and raised right here in the town of Oxford and is a District 5 umpire. After 25 years of umpiring, Rick Hall has been granted the highest honor that an umpire can be given. He has been chosen to umpire at Williamsport this year, the Little League World Series. Just in case you guys don't know how big of a deal this is, Rick Hall is one of 16 umpires to be chosen worldwide. This is an unbelievable, unbelievable thing. Congratulations, Rick. So at this time, could you guys please welcome Arthur Davis.
Got the official fried dough sifter. Come on, keep going. This is a video now. You gonna talk to us over here?
Oh, video.
And what's that you're pouring on there? Little gravel?
Cinnamon.
Oh, cinnamon. Oh, all right, I got you. And who's gonna eat this there?
Oh, is that good?
Uh-oh.
We are.
You sure?
We are.
So what do you think opening day today, ladies?
It's great.
Beautiful day.
We got a beautiful
Sun
day.
came out for this.
Yep. Nice.
Any of your kids playing today?
Grandsons.
Grandson.
Grandson.
Yep.
You're too young to be grandmother.
That's sweet, gross.
Here we go. That's it, nice.
Oh, excuse me. I did. He's.
The one with the blue tongue?
I had one poo.
Do you guys read the lineups?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do that as they're batting. I got you for foul balls. What? Get snagging it.
Nice picture.